Alright, so I'm gonna be doing the recap for Cortez versus Daylyt off King of the Dogs Blackout 7. So round one, Cortez starts it off. He's rapping, good energy, and I mean I'm saying that because like his Arsenal battle, he seemed just I don't know, he seemed like he just cared a little bit less for whatever reason in Canada, or he wasn't fucking with him for whatever, I don't know, it just ain't seen, but it was there clearly this time in Canada, like he had that performance that he needed, like he wanted this shit, you know. He's doing some light flips, you know, he's flipping a light, he's flipping his name, Cortez is good, doing that shit, said I won't let a day go by, shit, I bet day go by, and, but yeah, overall, just good performance, and that man, good Cortez round. So Daylyt starts off his round, and I don't know if he's trying to come in like a philosophical thing or something here, but he says he'll no longer rap about the 22, so peace will be how he introduce himself, and then starts rapping about like systematic issues, multis and more indirect real multis. But he was rapping the whole time, you know. But said last time they seen light like this was Thomas Edison, or he has something Edison line, which was a good solid hit rap line. Cortez second round. Cortez comes out rapping that same passion out in the fucking some Daylyt angles. Just slightly goes into that because you know wait till the third round. He said my blade bad and bougie when it's stuck up in light skin. He said you know you made an antic out of the chain and you still run a league. You said I put my heart into this and y'all still don't fuck with me. And I think that's where Cortez excels, and you know, just talking that real shit, just like you know, actually being able to talk real rap to him, no bars and shit. The conviction and shit is great, and you know, I mean, it's not about fucking lyrics. Sometimes it's fucking popularity contest, you know. I mean, but like he said, I'll make light sleep like I'm catnapping. He said, that thing spray is like first game of the season the way it's opening day. And then he said in full spray, even looking at me the wrong way. And so Daylyt looks at him, and then Cortez says, he says, you wild ugly. He says, you wild ugly, chill. Look at him. Oh no, that shit was funny. That shit was funny. You wild ugly. So Daylyt second round, he's still rapping. A lot of the multis, he's doing a lot of wordplay in there. I mean, it's real well written, stacked, and structured in there. He said, got a good line. He said, why is everyone asleep? Because most of them is following their dreams. He's switching his flows around, but it's just the material ain't really seem relevant to Cortez. Like, I don't know, it wasn't really disrespectful battle rap to me, but I mean, it was good rapping. I ain't gonna discredit him for that. He rapped he rapped for all the fucking rounds. And then the third round came, and Cortez, yeah, he had some shit to speak about. You know, he had the angles, of course. I mean, I say he's one of the best anglers in battle rap. He's up there, top 5 at least, on just executing an angle solidly. And I mean, versus someone who's got damn near unlimited angles in battle rap. He said, claims y'all he's woke night. He said, you know, true colors get exposed by the night light. So he goes after his image, and his character was nasty. Cortez is rapping too, though. He's got some multis for him. Daylyt was talking through Cortez's rounds to a point, and through the whole battle, they both was just respectfully, though. It wasn't crazy, but Cortez is something like, you bitch Marty, and then fucking Daylyt says, why she gotta be a bitch? Why she gotta be a bitch, bro? Cortez, he says, you chick Marty. So Daylight's here for the closing round of the battle. He's rapping, like I say, he rapped for all 3 of them rounds, you know. So he did one of his should I keep it going? He did some of them like little nursery rhyme or like cartoon type bars. He did like a bop it, and he did, you know, he said, my killers will kill you for free. Imagine what they do for a Klondike bar. Overall though, I thought that round was like a shorter round. I thought he could have had some more in there for sure. So in conclusion, I had Daylyt 2-1 with the first. Nah, I'm just playing. Cortez 3-0 very clearly. I'm not sure what rounds can really be debated. I didn't feel Daylight's material was as direct, and I mean Cortez was just on his fucking A game. I mean, he's just so fucking consistent. Every fucking battle comes with this shit. I mean, he's fucking hard to beat. Cortez is very hard to beat, and it's another example of why Cortez needs the King of the Dot title shot. I don't know if he can get it. I'm not politically behind that how title shots get picked, but I mean performance after performance on their stage. But what can I do about that? It was an entertaining battle. They both rapped for fucking 3 rounds and had fun. I mean, it was a back and forth. It was a good back and forth. So it's for sure a good battle to watch.